Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Today is Tuesday, December 21st already. And today I'm going to talk about, sorry, I'm a few minutes late today. Just had my weekly Zoom with Mike Ferrante. Great information there if you joined us on there. But today is what's your plan for customer service? So things to think about. One thing that stands always is on top of my mind, and I think about it daily on the broker side of things when it comes to all of our agents at Century 21 Homestar. Is I think this comment is that it takes months, years to sometimes get a client, and it could take a second to lose them. So to get a customer or client for you, it could take one little thing to lose them, and all the time and money that you've taken to get them. So I relate that to my business every day. I work hard. I love what I do every day, 7 days a week, almost 24 hours a day. I love I don't even really call it my job. I love my life of being a real estate broker and helping agents, but I work hard and make sure I'm available, give the right tools, technology, give the right support to agents to keep our agents happy so they stay. And you going to do the same thing for your clients. So you have to have a plan. You have to have a plan of what you are going to do when you have clients to give them service the way they want the service, in a way that differentiates you from someone else above the rest, and that they want to stay with you as a client and refer you to other people. So I think it was Walt Disney had a comment or saying similar to this. He says when they brought people into their parks, the Disney worlds, the lands, and all of that, they wanted to do such a great job that they would want those people that come visit would want to bring the rest of their family and their friends to the park and give them such great service and experience. That's what you want to do. When you have a client, you want to give them such good service and client that they want to refer you to their friends and family. And you have to have a plan of what you're going to do. And I'm going to tell you a story of one thing that I did once. When I was started in real estate, I had a referral, and it was my first big sale at the time, almost 30 years ago. It was like a $600,000 sale 30 years ago. That was a lot. And it was to a friends of our family referred me to their father and mother that were coming in from Beverly Hills, California. And actually it was, for all the agents watching this that are older than 50, there was a talk show host. His name was Mike Douglas. Not Michael Douglas, the actor. There was a talk show host before Oprah, before, I'm going to say another one, Merv Griffin, Phil Donahue. His name was Mike Douglas. And him and his wife, were, for years and years ago, were kind of Hollywood or entertainment royalty at the time. So they were coming in from Beverly Hills because one of their daughters lived here in Cleveland, and they wanted to buy a house here to be closer to them. They're used to, I'm going to say, old school Hollywood. They had the live-in help, they had the cook, they had drivers that drove them around, old school kind of, you remember, like you see in the movies. So when they came here, and I learned a little bit about them, like what they're used to, I had a beat-up little car. I'm not going to I want to drive these people around in my car. So I actually invested the money and rented a limousine. So anytime we went to go see houses, I had them picked up in a limousine because they were used to riding in limousines everywhere in Beverly Hills. So there was other agents showing them houses here. And because it wasn't me, they had many different referrals and people to go with. But I took them around in a limousine to houses because I knew that that's the service that they were used to. at that time. And lucky for me, I picked out and found them the right house that they wanted to buy when they were looking with me, and had one of my first big sales through them. And they were very happy that I was the only one doing that for them. So the point I'm making in that is, what level of service is your plan to give to your clients? What are you going to do that goes above and beyond for them, that they're going to go, wow, when we bought a house the last time, our agent did none of this and did this. Communication, gifts after closing, bring them to houses, meeting them there, bring them coffee, mentioning what working around their schedule, getting to know their kids and their names and their birthdays, and making them feel like part of the family. And how are you going to build a relationship with them? It's different for everybody, but how are you going to stand out? And you've got to ask questions. You got to find out, dig a little bit in what they like and what they don't like. Like example, when I go to I take Ubers to different places, and sometimes when I take an Uber, it's like, oh, they offer me a bottle of water. They offer me, some mints. They offer me, plug in my phone. Yeah, so think of things that you can give people. Just little gifts of stuff when you show them houses. Maybe a bottle of water when they're coming from work and they're showing them a house. It's a hot day or a cold day. It's a scarf, whatever. Get some company or garb or swag that you could give people to remember you by when you're building a relationship with them when they're a client. So think about that. Excuse me. Of what's your plan of customer service that's going to put you above and beyond other people, so people remember you and want to bring their family and friends to you. So that's it for today. Think about that. Remember, use me as a resource. Call me anytime. I'll set some time aside for you. So have a great Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday.